Hey, welcome back. So, day 11. Gonna be starting off with some tree cutting, and then going into the night, we're gonna be going back into the mine shaft to really explore some more and try and spawn proof some over it with torches. And we're gonna be doing that throughout all of these next 10 days and kind of making our mine shaft a little safer to explore and trying to clean it up some. But you're gonna be seeing here though that I'm gonna be making some really good progress on getting these spawners covered up and trying to think on maybe what kind of mob farms I can do with them and try to use the spawners for profit, and maybe even do a spider farm off of one of the cave spider spawners. But I don't really know, because it's kind of weird, really. It's how many there are and where they are, and I kind of am thinking about mining out all of the walls of the mine shaft in order to have a better understanding of where they all are in relation to each other. And mainly because I just want to see what I can do when putting them all together and see if I can just make one super spawner like farm collection. But most I'm going to try and take use of some of these other spawners in it and try and benefit off of them, but I'm not going to be moving on them just yet, and you'll see what I'm talking about later on. And I've been having a lot of fun with this one too, and I'm really liking how my base is coming together, doing this stripped dark oak. Makes it look really, really nice, and I'm thinking about doing some lamps instead of torches, but I still kind of need an iron farm, and eventually I'm going to be getting that iron farm up and running so I can benefit off of it, but not quite yet. It'll be a couple of days though before I really hit up the iron farm and turn it on, but you'll just see what I mean, because I mean, you still have to go back to the desert village and pull together some of those villagers out of there in order to really use them in the iron farm to start it up. But yeah, I'm gonna let it run until day 12. So, see you then. Alright, coming into day 12, we're starting off with still continuing to explore the mine shaft and really push deeper into it. And I'm going to be really trying to debate on what I really value here, because I got a lot of really good stuff in my inventory for it being so early on, and I really am going to benefit from really pulling all this oak wood out. These oak slabs, or planks rather I should say. And then I'm going to start digging out my staircase to go to Deep Slate here, and trying to push myself further down into the world in order to get down to that Y-53 in order to start a strip mine. I don't think I'm going to be doing anything of that in this 10-day sprint, but I'm definitely going to be doing something in the next, so you'll just have to bear with me yet as I collect some more resources here in order to really spend on the above ground and trying to build up everything on the surface. And really, I'm going to be looking towards expanding my storage eventually here, and you'll see how I really want to work my storage down there. But here you see me digging out all this sand yet, and it's where I'm going to be putting in my iron farm. So it's not really a very sandy area, or it is a very sandy area, but it's not really grass filled, since it's a beach biome technically. Is that I'm just going to turn it and make it into a iron farm, since I would think that's probably the best use for it. And you're going to see here though, I'm going to be moving around some seeds and everything like that in order to figure it out, but I'm going to start using the barrels I have down there in order to store food. And I think that maybe storing the food in the barrels wouldn't be too bad of an idea. Or at least doing it on that one side and then having something else on the other side, like maybe like more common building materials like cobblestone or deep slate or something like that into the barrels. Might be a good idea, maybe. But I just think that like the more essential items should be going into either side of those barrel stacks. And really just to kind of like make it more accessible, so I can only have to go down and not have to go into my storage area. But I don't know, this is what I'm thinking. And also, to anyone who's just listening and is liking the music I'm playing, feel free to check the description or go back and check the title card at the beginning of the video, and it'll take you to where I got my music from. I would definitely recommend you check them out, since they got some really good videos. Or I say videos, but it's like a lo-fi kind of channel. It just does copyright free music, and it's really nice of them to do that. And so if you want, I'd recommend you go check them out and say hey, give them a like and a follow for their music, since it's really good. At least in my opinion, it's really good. But here soon we're going to be rolling into day 13, and it's pretty much going to be a lot of the same. Just a lot of cave exploring and clearing out the mine shaft and looking out for loot. And I'm going to be doing a lot more tree cutting in order to get more dark oak and to clean up the island. And then I'm going to probably expand out into the remaining dark oak that's not attached to the island and really start digging into all of that. But I don't really know if I want to do a very heavy jungle wood use or really use wood in the base design, since it is a more of a brighter kind of wood. And I really want the base to be a darker color of wood. I want it to be dimmer and seem a little bit more moody, if you will. And I mean, I won't be putting a lot more into it yet. Thinking about maybe taking out the deep slate I want to put in, and then maybe doing blackstone later on. But I gotta get into the nether, and I'm not there yet. Anytime I get in the nether, it seems to me like I always have something horrible go awry. But I don't know, I just think it's just something we're going to tackle at a later date. But for now, we're just building up the iron farm, and I'll probably catch you into day 14 whenever I start really getting it finished and put together, in order to talk more about what I'm really thinking about doing with the villages and, you know, moving them here and there. And yeah, I'll just catch you then. Alright, going into day 14 though, we're going to be taking our first villager back to the iron farm. And we're not going to really see to setting them into it just yet, but really, we're going to start moving them in. And I know there's no lava or water going in it yet, but we can get that really quick. And it's, I mean, you're going to see here going into day 15 though, that I'm going to be getting this first level of stuff put in, and to really have it set and prepared to start and run in order to give me free iron. But I'm going to be running into an issue here in the next couple of days, and well, I don't know if it's necessarily an issue, but it's just more of an inconvenience when it comes to the iron farm, because I'm looking at all that water underneath the two corners of it, and I'm wondering if maybe that would be enough room for them to spawn a possible iron golem maybe. But I'm thinking about filling it in, and making it fuller, so maybe they won't want to possibly. I don't know. Well, we'll just have to see what comes with the issues of where we put it up and what's gonna come of it, really. Because, man, that's all you really can do is just sit there and just wait. So, but yeah, we'll probably let it roll into day 15 and let it run and just show you everything I'm mining and building and moving and all that, in order to really let you just see my kind of thought process on all this. But yeah, I'll probably catch you on day 16 maybe. Yeah, see you then. Then I do want to let you know that me building it on like Y level 63, which is like technically water level, it's not a bad idea. Because, I mean, they won't, as long as there's not a cave or another part of the mine shaft I don't know about underneath the farm, then they shouldn't be able to spawn down there. And with a lot of it being open lake, or not lake, but river, it really should be covered and not really allowing them to spawn any golems there. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see if there is to be anything there. And, I mean, you take what you get, you know. Every time you do something, you always learn a little more, right? Right? And so, we're gonna head over here to the village yet and pick up some more. And really spend day 16 just moving another villager in and just getting it extra ready in order to take a zombie in and just have it fully set up and running. And I'll just, I mean, there's something I want to commentate, but I'm gonna let you know once they get a little closer. Alright, so this right here, you're gonna see me trying to get some zombies in, and I know it seems pretty unrealistic for how far away they are, but eventually I do get one that's on technically the mainland, and I run him through the secondary island in order to get him to the iron farm. But, it's just a slow process, really, you know? I also had a creeper in my way too, and I do get the one that I'm gonna keep. But I mean, whenever I'm trying to go through the night here in order to pick one up, I keep running into the same problem that they always just sink. And I don't really want a drown in particular, even though he does the same thing. It's just, I prefer the basic one, really. And that's about it. So, I don't have anything against them. It's just, with the sun coming up right now, as you can see, it's gonna cook him, and I have to keep him in the water, and he's just so much slower, and he's gonna want to go on land to get to me faster, and I just don't really want to deal with it. So I end up killing him in order to just go back to the farm and get it set up some more and prepared for someone to come in and get hooked. And now you see I'm going to be going down to get me some lava, or going over to get some, and so I'm going to be setting this into the farm, or have it prepared. And then now I just got to go get some real quick water. And if you're wondering why I built it out of cobblestone, I mean, you've clearly seen how much I've been getting from digging out the mole hole, if you will. And so I just have so much plentiful, and I might go through some upgrades or changes later on to change it visually on the outside for the most part to like a stone brick maybe, but I don't know. I think I'll wait until I get me a furnace stack up to really think about that, because it's just going to be a lot of fueling priority focus, and I just don't really want to deal with it, honestly. Seems like a lot more headache than what it's really worth, and I just don't know. I think it's a little more worth it just to hang out and relax and just wait a minute, play a little slower, and just enjoy the ride for what it is, But, yeah. And I'm going to be making some more changes to it yet, even after I get it started, because I'm going to be thinking later on that maybe I want some glass in there. Glass to really show me the villagers suffering and the zombie being in there, and showing me the golem getting killed by fire. And you see me putting in my lodestone here, and I think that it's a good idea to have it be right there in particular. Now, I don't know what happens when you pick up a lodestone that already has a loaded compass on it, but I'm really hoping that you can reprogram it, or else it'll still track that same one even if it's in your inventory, so then it still continues to work. But then again, who knows? I don't know anything. I'm just stupid trying to figure things out. But yeah, you see here this zombie right here, I do end up dragging him across the water, and it's just is an inevitable, if I may, way of doing things, and it's just how it has to be, really. Well, I am pretty lucky though that I was able to get one so quick that's willing to grab and pick up something, so I'm very fortunate though, and I'll have to play Ring Around the Rosie with this zombie in order to get him in. So yeah, after that we do get iron golems to start spawning, so iron farm is online day 17. And then yeah, it's really fortunate though I was able to get it going up so quick, and I'll be running into a lot of problems with this iron farm, not gonna lie. And I'm not gonna really be able to figure it out until I dig underneath of it and show you some, but I think that's for another video some other time, don't you? That's just convenient, right? It's getting closer to the end, right? So yeah, I'm gonna let it run yet, but some of the stuff I have going on with day 18 is just some more of the same, really. Just more mining and more prep for the surface, and getting everything kind of cleared out, built up for the farm, and expanding it, and just cleaning up and filling in. But it's going to be really challenging because I'm not too sure about what I really want to do with all that extra space, or if I want to keep it open, or even what have you, like, at all. But I mean, I kind of really like this spot, being on a small little island out in the middle of a dark oak and jungle biome mix. It's kind of cozy, kind of secluded out of the way, really. I really like this base spot. I really like the idea of islands, you know? Being able to have everything just so perfectly separated, and everything gets their own island, and you know, I can cross this island, go to that island for this or that, and it's really nice base flow wise, for me at least, and yeah, it's just such a wonderful spot to be at. Probably let it run into day 19, and I'll catch you and update you then. So. Okay, so going into day 19 though, we will be doing a lot more leveling and cleaning up. As you've seen, that drown with the trident has been quite the pain, but our little water patrol man here will no longer be serving much of a threat to us once we clean up some of our water around here. And I'm thinking about right now, as I'm digging out everything, that I'm going to be putting in my sheep and cows right here on the main island, but I gotta say, being able to hear them underneath in the mole hole, not a good idea. I don't really like it. I don't want to listen to them. And I'm probably going to change it up, but that's for another video. So all we gotta do right now in this one is just dig, and clear it out. And then I'll probably catch you up on day 20 and let you know a little bit more about what I'm thinking. Alright, going to day 20 though, I'm gonna be putting in some more dirt in order to clean it up some, and I'm gonna be expanding out the farm and cleaning up it too, and trying to figure out where I want my farm to go and how wide I want my pathways to be. And you're gonna see it's honestly really convenient where everything's at. So, and I'm gonna be trying to push out onto this river eventually. I never realized I don't want my animals to be right where they are, since I can hear them and I don't want to, and so yeah. But I'm thinking about also maybe doing a skylight as well, potentially. I know it'll ruin the flow of the base and all, but just maybe. Like maybe I could have like an observatory inside the river, like in the water, you know? You know what I'm saying? Have like a little glass dome going on I can easily access from inside, and just sit in there and chill out, you know, under the water, see what's going on, like illuminate it with some sea pickles, and just kind of look at whatever spawns in, what kind of fish we can get. Or even maybe bucketing up some tropical fish in order to bring them in order to have them inhabit it. Making a little aquarium deal. Ooh, that'd be cool. Having an aquarium would be kinda dope, not gonna lie. I might just do that later on. But, yeah, well, that's for another video and another 10-day adventure. So, but yeah, I've been hoping you all have been enjoying this 10-day run, and I hope for good things out of this one instead of messing up again. But yeah, if you've been enjoying the run though, and enjoying what you're seeing, I do appreciate it. And if you want to leave a like, you can. If you want to subscribe, you can. If you want to comment, go for it. But I think that it's been a really nice run, and I think I've found what I really want to do. And if you like my kind of content, then tune in the next time.